Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Disgaea, Hour of Darkness, Episode 9. Let's see, I believe last time we left off right near the end of Chapter 6, which is Laharl's Challenge. I believe we have one scenario left before the end of the chapter. Let's see if I remember the last thing that happened. I'm pretty sure we had that story battle against the Overlord from an alternate netherworld that we are not supposed to be able to beat. It's like the 10 level 75 guys, and then we auto-lose that, and instead of getting a game over, our 5 or 6 vassals show up and fight as NPCs on our side and beat the crap out of him. I'm pretty sure that was the last thing to happen. It's a little bit confusing, just because I feel like... it didn't add a whole ton to the story, really, and obviously it contributed nothing to the gameplay, because there was nothing we did in that entire level that mattered. So it seems like a little bit of a red herring of a level, but maybe that's why there's six battles in here, right? No, I do not want to see that. Like, I don't think any of these others had 6 battles in them, so maybe it's that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm thinking Heart of Evil is probably the last scenario, so we'll get into this. As far as this episode goes, we'll let the storyline play out before I address that, actually. I would have thought Laharl would be like, no, the Heart of Evil beats in my chest. Ha 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 ha! Actually, it's got more like a high laugh, right? I'm not going to try and mimic it. Never mind. Mid-boss! Gasp. You know, the last time he showed up, I made some observations about the fact that he uses a little French, which is interesting because Tenpei Saito's sequels all seem to have French inspiration, and I was, like I said, Lapis Tactics was almost exclusively French-inspired. I mean, some anime, but definitely French background. But I made an observation about the interpretation, or the translation a little bit, and some of it holds. Some of my previous points about how, well, it's an American translation of Japanese speaking styles, so using the French is, like, sort of questionable, but there are actually points in here where, even in the native Japanese, the mid-boss actor actually uses the French terms, so that sidesteps that point about it being an English translation quirk. Do you think I was fighting seriously before? It was all just to lure us into a false sense of security. Well, it worked. I feel pretty secure in this fight. Yeah, whatever. I don't think I want to know what he was practicing by wearing 100-ton boxers. Try it, boy. Alright, I am surrounded by a bunch of level 17s. And mid-boss, who looks like a pushover. Well, with all of these, they're all kind of in an area of effect. How do I want to do this? I mean, I think I could just split up and start beating the crap out of people. Blade Rush for these 3. I'm actually gonna have Belle Blade Rush these two. I want to make sure my two swordsmen get in the area of effect that they can manage. I guess her sword level's a little bit low because she actually reincarnated, so she lost a bunch of her sword levels. I'd like to get her up to getting Wind Cutter pretty soon. Let's see how this does for damage. Yeah, it's fine. Nothing to write home about. So I guess that means there should be some ganging up going on here. I actually could have done this better. Needs a kill there. Let's see if Axel can secure one of these other ones. Probably this one.
I'll finish this.
Oh yeah.
Be gone.
I really don't feel like my axe users are holding anything special as far as equipment goes, but they do a lot of damage. It's really interesting observing sort of the power curve of various weapons throughout the game, because like I know the very first time I played through this, I was just like, wow, axes, they're so good. But then you reach the super late game, and I mean, I usually talk about weapons in terms of their basic power, their base attack power at top tier. So like a tier 1 axe has a base attack, I think, of 1500. I think I've said that a couple times. So yeah, it's just interesting that they do... what is this guy weak to? Ice. It's interesting that they do so much damage earlier on in the game, but then aren't, strictly speaking, the best at the end. I'm a little concerned that something like that might be happening as well with spears, right? Because I know that technically in the end game their attack damage is not the best. Like the base attack power is 1000. I think I've said that a couple times. But it might be that like through the course of the campaign that they're actually pretty good, right? It's like if their attack power is essentially the same as everything else's for all tiers but tier 1, then it's not terrible to use during the storyline. Like, it's not great for the end game, but so what, right? He's gonna AoE us a little bit. I'm pretty sure that other one's gonna do the same thing, yep. Thankfully nobody dies except for the enemy. Those two are asleep, which is not very good, so we'll wake them up. I don't usually think of having somebody vomit poison breath on you as something that would put you to sleep, but okay. She's only level 4 sword. Is there anybody else's axe, or I'm sorry, weapon, not axe specifically, but weapons in general, that I really want to get up? Maybe Musashi. Probably want to get his fist to level 6. Laharl's sword is good. Etna's axe is good. I think pretty much everybody's good with their weapons, except for the people... For now, that is. Except for the two we transmigrated, which makes sense, obviously.
I'll finish this. Come on.
And we'll bundle up our... everyone who needs a heal. For heals! Is it sort of like the mom equivalent of dinner's ready? Everybody get ready for dinner! Wash your hands! Fortunately, we need to get a little more blood on our hands before we get ready for dinner. This guy's weak to wind. This guy's weak to fire. 97 and 46 mana, respectively. So Etna's gonna practice her Colossal Fissure. And I think Laharl will practice his Wind Cutter, but he needs to move forward one square or he's gonna hit Etna as well. But yes, I was saying something earlier. This is probably going to be a pretty short episode. I've been noticing, for one thing, I mean, I've been trying to do essentially one full chapter per episode, but the episodes have been starting to get a little bit long. Like, I feel like an hour and 30 is really longer than I want them to be. Probably the ideal is between an hour and an hour and 10, but there's also, I feel, a lot to be said for keeping them synchronized with chapters. It's just pretty clean, you know? So I'm a little bit on the fence about it. So I think what I'm most likely to do right here is I will finish out this chapter during this episode and do probably half of the next one as well. And then, let's see, fire. And then do another somewhat short episode after that to finish up the next chapter. And after that, I think we'll be back synchronized with episodes starting and ending with the different chapters. I think that's going to be what's going to happen, but it does mean I'm not 100%. I don't know how long the chapters are going to be, so it's difficult for me to sort of predict exactly how long they're going to take. But I do think most likely we can expect that this episode will end somewhere in the middle of next chapter, beginning/middle of next chapter, and then episode, I think we're on 9 now, so probably episode 10 will take us to the end of next chapter, and then we'll be back in sync.
But of course!
See, he seems to think that's a good idea. I asked him about it, and he's like, but of course! Why wouldn't you do it that way? Laharl can't get in on this because he doesn't have an attack that hits that square. Without also hitting other people, I should say. Unless he could, like, Hurricane Slash or something. Nope. I'm sorry. Wind Cutter from, like, over on this side so that he would hit this tile and this tile and this tile. But he can't stand in that pool, so that's not going to work. So we might just have to throw down with some magic. Why did I move these two over here anyway? I don't remember. I guess nobody else is going to know because I didn't explain it when I did it. Well, since Laharl does not have the ability to do anything this turn, I might as well just have him lift and throw Musashi into range so Musashi can do something. But if he's gonna do that, we should probably have Musashi do his thing first, because it's gonna displace this guy. I think I forgot to tell Flan to cast magic. That's unfortunate. But it'll be fine. I also apparently forgot to tell my physical attackers to do their thing. So I lost out on some bonus damage from the combo, but oh well. I think it'll be fine. It's not going to cause us any problems.
I'll finish this. Be gone.
And almost last but not least, what did I just say? Almost not last, but no, that doesn't even make sense. Wow, that was kind of painful. But not really all that damaging. Oh no! Dead. 222, so I'm pretty sure if I do this into that, it should be lethal.
Go!
Yeah, this is going to do 210, 212, and then the cat just goes bonk! Easy. Uh-huh. I feel like I've heard this before. This guy just can't admit when he loses, can he? I hope I never meet someone actually that irritating who can never admit that they're wrong. I'm sure that I have already, and I've just blanked them out of my memory, because I couldn't survive otherwise. We're the Overlord! Woo! Exactly. And we totally earned it, all by ourselves. We didn't rely on our vassals at all. Ah, the simple pleasures of life, like being absolute overlord of the domain where you live. Oops. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. Excuse me.
相変わらず騒がしいね。どうしたんだい、ウルカナ。
これが騒がずにいられますか。魔王クイチェクスコイの息子ラハールが新たに魔王の座についたのです。
How does Vulcanus know that? Getting some slowdown there. I guess our hacks to try and fix that didn't 100% work. It is something we will diagnose over the course of recording. One of the issues is it's very come and go, so it's like I can make some adjustments, I'll go into a game, play a scenario, and it will seem to be fine, and then we'll do an actual recording, and then somewhere along there we get some latency, and then I have to fix it again. So again, I appreciate your patience in dealing with that.
そうだね。
で、どうされるおつもりですか？
考えておくよ。
考えておくですと、天界の一大事をなんと心得ておられるか。
Why would you ever consider your options before you make a decision about what to do, right? Like, obviously, you're supposed to just run off and do exactly whatever comes to mind first.
私に任せていただきますと、依存がございませんな。
困ったものだ。
どうしましょう。こんなことが大天使様のお耳に入ったら、どんなお叱りを受けることが。私、天使見習いをクビにされてしまうかもしれません。
Flawn needs a PR position. Just be like, yeah, I helped him become Overlord because I felt like he was the least bad of all of the options. I did that specifically to put Celestia in a better position. You just gotta spin it, right?
いいんじゃない？いっそのことを悪魔に転職しちゃえば？そんな。大天使様、どうか私をお導きください。
Ah, poor Flawn.
魔王
She's
だ魔王だ魔王だ。
Overlord! Woo! Next episode, what badass is Etna going to be?
世界支配を企む悪大官エトナ、そして次から次へと現れる不気味怪人たち。しかし悪の魔の手が人々に忍び寄るとき、愛と正義の使者フロンが登場する。
Yes, and now Flawn and Etna are in competition for the between episode teasers.
走れフロン、くじけるなフロン。みんなの声は私の勇気。ジャスティスフロン。
Just transform before you jump out.
ジャスティスフロン第7話。
Drop dead, Etna.
いつも心に愛と正義を。一度やってみたかったんですこれ。フロンちゃん、何してるのかな。あ、エトナさん。
Dun dun dun. Just stealing your thunder. Don't mind me. Next chapter. Well, yeah, when you become the absolute ruler, you gotta be pretty happy with yourself. It's like your job to laugh maniacally for the first 24 hours. And arbitrarily, like, you go to some press meeting or whatnot, and you just look out into the media, and you're like, today we will not be fielding any questions. just make everybody suspicious of what you're going to be doing, right? Just have to make sure the world knows you're nefarious. See, he gets it. That's also how we know, secretly, Laharl is the villain of this game, because everybody knows villains are obsessed with laughing. Yes, as in, you're a minor, and you're a detail.
あよい。え、人間界に胡椒の雨を降らせてくしゃみが止まらぬようにしてやるのか。
How nefarious. It's the small tortures that really get you, right?
面白いゲームを与えて眠れぬようにしてやるのか。
I feel like I've seen that done before somewhere.
違います。ほら、入ったね、アラミス。
なんだこのガキは。
ガキ扱いするな。お前だってガキじゃないか。
だけど、俺様を誰だと思っているのだ。
まあまあ、子供の言うことじゃないですか。子供扱いするな。めちゃバイ選手。
This kid's asking for it.
なんですね。あ、いけない。こういう時こそ愛を持って接すればきっと分かり合えるはず。
I actually feel the other way about it. I feel like that relationship is switched. With understanding comes love.
おい、頭おかしいんじゃないのか。
Doesn't everyone?
口悪いガキだな。
何言ってんですか。
出るものか。それよりどんな仕事か早く教えろ。
あ、はい。こ
Excuse
の
me.
子が大切にしているペットが行方不明になったらしいんです。
だからどうしたというのだ。
So our first job as king is to find some missing pets. Sounds like
こ
a...
んなクソガキのペットを探してやらなければならんのだ。
Yeah, I'm with Laharl on this one.
くだらん、実にくだらん。もっと魔王ラハール様の初仕事にふさわしいものを持ってこい。
ダメです。殿下にとってはくだらなくてもこの子にとっては大問題なんです。
Yeah, so
これ
let
は
him go
立
do it.
派な魔王の仕事です。もし断ったりしたらエトナは一生殿下を魔王と認めませんから。
何をそんなにムキになっているのだ。お前らしくないぞ。
Yeah, like Etna's wanting us to prove our empathy or something right now. Like, it's very undemon-like.
分かった。探せばいい。
She's trying to get us to change our nature. Seems like she's asking for trouble.
なんで魔王の俺様がこんなクソガキのために。
Well, we'll do it. I guess we don't have anything else better to do right now. And all of our vassals are back. Hooray! Yeah, me neither. I didn't see how that was funny. Let's check in with Etna's diary and see what she's got to say about what's been going on. Image of the king, I believe. I guess they didn't all come back all at once. Sort of how it goes with being on the lowest rank, right? One has to wonder, is that loyalty or love? Maybe she had a big lady boner for the late king. Alrighty, let's see. Check in and make sure everybody's healed. Yes, they are. Let's check in also with the Dark Assembly real quick and see if there's anything interesting in there we want to do. We've gotten a little bit of level ups and other things. Any interesting class unlocking? We're up to Tier 4 on the Warriors. Tier 3 on Ronin and Ninja. Tier 4 on Cleric. Interesting names. I don't know what I know what a Manticore is. Zombie, Dragon, Nightmare, sure. I've literally never heard of an Empusa. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Like a Lilim sounds a little bit like a reference to Lilith? No, I think... I'm half remembering some lore about, like, Lilith being the first succubus or something like that. I'm actually a little bit of a lore geek, so I might look up these names later and see if see what those are. But yeah, nothing important there. Yeah, so I guess not. Nope, no leveling or anything we need to do. Actually, you know what? Our customer rank in the shop is level 4, but the shop itself is only level 2. So let's see if we can really quickly, just in one shot, upgrade the shop. So if this fails, we're gonna have to reload. We're gonna reload the game and just continue on. But if it passes, that'll be lovely. Our influence is 235, so we're gonna need. Let's see, 185 divided by 2 is 92 plus 50 is 142 votes in our favor. It's kind of a lot. Looks like it might be okay. Woohoo! Ez! For those not in the know, Ez is capital E, capital Z, as in easy. I wonder if we should try that one more time. We'll just see what happens. That looks like a big no. Rejected. Alright, we'll go ahead and do a quick quit and load. And for those, I probably haven't said this, but I'm keeping multiple save files, primarily because I think it's a good idea to have some sort of data backup for the last few hours or so. Like, if I do a recording and find afterwards that it's corrupted, I want to be able to go back. So, like, let me see. Let me open up my memory card really quick here. Like, we've been saving and loading from here, episode 7, right? But we have this save file, in fact, 2 save files, from right in the middle of chapter 6. So you can tell, you know, there's only an extra 40 minutes worth of playtime on here. Less than that, actually. But, yeah, basically, if it turns out this file that I'm recording this to gets corrupted, I want to be able to reload this and re-record that episode, which I wouldn't be able to do if I saved over these files. Like, earlier on, during the early episodes, I was only saving to one file, and then realized that could be a problem, so we're not doing that anymore. I've not heard what's happening on Salamander's Breath. Okay, tons of zombies. Hopefully not. Seems more likely that it would be causing zombies. Let's see what's here. Sure. Uh-huh. Are the zombies the pets? This is gonna be awkward if zombies are pets. Yeah, I feel like chopping up... Wow. Experience plus 100. Okay. Here's the power leveling map if I've ever seen one. And everything here is weak to ice, so that's amazing for our mages. Wow. So, we've stumbled across another power leveling map. Hooray! Let's see how her Giga Ice does against these. Not, let's see, 50%, 50%, no, less than 50 actually. Way more than that. So like a really big Giga Ice. Actually don't have the ability for really big Giga Ices right now on my other mages. But I can secure these 2 kills with Lawn, and that'll do for now. Easy level. When I come back, probably I will come back here to power level at some point. When I do that, I will probably combine all of these zombies, just because zombies have pretty crappy base stats. So like, I mean that was, let's see, that's 5 plus 9 is 14 of them. And they're all level 20. 14 times 20 is... So we can make a level 380 guy on top of an experience plus 100 tile. So that would be some pretty big levels. But, for now, we're just going to stick to the scenario. Campaign, that's what I should have said. I'll actually have Laharl sort of play defense for the mages. She still hasn't learned Wind Cutter. And probably won't for a while. I'm imagining that's probably a level 6 ability. Do I have any other AoEs? I do not. Well, I feel like my axe users should play cleanup on this corner.
I'll finish this. Be gone. Drop.
And last but not least, we'll see if Kasumi can secure some kills over here. Nice. Not that she needed it, she's one of the highest level mages. The highest mage? She is the highest level mage right now. I really wish Seal had Missed a Blast right now, but we'll make do. What's this guy's counter like? 0 counters. It's rather unfortunate where she looks like she's pummeling that zombie. And last but not least, I'm actually really curious. I suspect that my gunner will still hit, yeah, because it's character targeted, not ground targeted. And we should put him here, I guess. I mean, he's less squishy than the mages, so that's something. Zombie line AoE, huh? Sort of weird to play around that ability, because it seems like it's a line 3 AoE that actually forcibly moves them to the opposite side, so you'd have to do some weird, I guess maybe not that weird of configurations. You just have to do like one giant line of characters. I don't know. But anyway. See, my mages, Flan is still only level 21. So let's actually weaken this guy with an axe user.
I'll finish this. Be gone.
Because he's level 28, so Flan now can secure those 2 kills. Easy. Etna, I think, should put some hurt on this guy. Which weakens him up. Does our Nekomata have enough for another Fists of Fury? She does not. So I guess we'll just do a rapid kick. I guess we won't do a rapid kick, because she can't attack down that far. Barely got that. Three more damage than he had health. Again, these are all weak to ice. Do this, and then Tiger Charge. I hope that will be lethal? I don't think it will, actually. Yeah, maybe it will. Yeah, it's nice. What's left? Just this one guy over here? Who's left? Easy. Exit out and go get our heals, save our game, and jump right back into it. So I guess we helped the kid out in getting some of his pets. We got some zombies. Maybe parts of his pets, and he can reassemble them. Maybe we've got a Dr. Frankenstein on our hands here. Kid Frankenstein. I wonder what kind of pet Etna would have. I wonder if we'll find out. It better not be a zombie, that's all I'm saying. He's just a kid, give him a break. You know, be awesome or get taken out. It's fine. Okay, that's one way to... Oh my god. Okay then. Enemy bonus times 3. So I guess what you're supposed to do is lure them out here. I suppose my first question is whether I can actually deal any damage to these. Because I believe enemy boost affects attack and defense, but I'm not sure if it affects resistances as well. So let's do something like this. Just try and blow some up real quick. Actually, I want to hit the ones that are closer to me. Like this. See what that does. This guy has some bonus resistance from something. 63, 126, yeah. It's weird how random stat generation is created, right? Like, for some reason, this guy just randomly has twice as much as resistance as the other guys do. Less defense, though? I guess maybe when monsters get generated, they get randomly generated as being either high defense or high magic resist. That would be my guess. Let's see. We can do this. That should kill those two off. Flan can try and get as much out of the way as possible. Kasumi, unfortunately, we won't do that yet. You are now an Overlord, and you're technically allowed to use that ability. I do think it would have been cool if they'd had, if your characters gained abilities, in conjunction with the storyline. Hold on, let me focus for a sec here. Right, like, once you become an Overlord, you learn Overlord's Wrath, things like that. So we're just kind of AoEing these guys down. This guy's level 26, so we better probably focus him. So we'll get double axe users up here. And then maybe put Seal up here and see what she can do. So if I'm guessing right, this is going to be about 210 multiplied by approximately 2. Should be about 450 damage. Yeah, so Seal should get this kill. Nice. Bell will just do a generic area of effect damage. They do have zombie tornadoes, so I probably shouldn't give them a good one. I'll do my best not to. Pew, pew, pew! Clearly, in order for this to be lore accurate, I need to get this guy a weapon that inflicts poison and blind on people. I was gonna say, actually, I was about to say these guys really hurt, but I forgot. We're standing on enemy times 3 tiles. So, yeah, of course they're gonna hurt. He's at 363, so probably Colossal Fissure into normal attack into rapid kick.
I'll finish this. Be gone.
Get ready!
Iced. This guy's level 20. I'll just go ahead and do this. What the hell? She's like miming Jet Li. That's not what I meant. Huh? It's not Jet Li. Bruce Lee. We should give Flan a fist weapon. What the hell? And I think that's pretty much where we're going to call it for today, for episode 9. Like I said, it's going to be, I think it's a little bit of a short episode. Probably about an hour or so, if I'm reading my clock correctly. But yeah, let's save here instead, so we can go through that again if we need. And yeah, that'll do it for now. Join me again for episode 10 coming up, where we'll finish off this chapter and hopefully find some more interesting pets than some zombies. I mean, speaking only for myself, if you're gonna have a pet, like, why wouldn't you have her, right? Like, that's a way more awesome pet. Any hooser, like I said, that'll do it. Everyone have a great day, and see you next time.